Saturday Morning Rewind. I'm here joined by my guest, Connor Langacker and Mikey Musumeci. How you guys doing out there in Norway and Las Vegas?
Doing good. Quarantine. Just chilling. Training.
Quarantine and chill. Tommy, so you changed location since last time we talked. Where are you at now, Tommy?
I'm back home in my apartment now.
Okay, Tommy, what do you...
Huh?
Oh, no, keep going.
Oh, no, I just had to change environment a little bit, use this quarantine for self-care.
Mikey, what are you up to over these days? Mikey, you run out of coffee yet?
It's funny because when we talked the last time, like Tommy and you and me, I was training, and that same night that I said, "Oh yeah, I'm fine, everything's good," I left the house. I was still training. I got a fever.
Yeah, you had corona.
It definitely wasn't corona because I got 102 fever, and then I was like, okay, that's it. I have corona. Like I completely jinxed myself after talking to you guys that I'm fine, that I'm not gonna get sick, and then it went away. I didn't have anything else, no more side effects, and I was fine like the next day. But I had the fever right after talking to you guys that night, so it was really bad.
You guys been watching the Tiger King?
No.
Tommy,
What?
you seen that show? Tiger King? Have you watched it?
Oh, no, I wanted to watch it. I saw it was in something new on it, and I've seen like all these memes about it. It looks fucking crazy.
That's your guys' homework for next week. Watch the Tiger King, and next week we'll discuss Tiger King. All right. So if anybody hasn't heard about this show, it's the first episode. We're just gonna be watching matches and just commentate them. Just watch them, joke around, watch some old matches. Tommy and Mikey don't know which matches we're gonna watch, so let's cue up the first one. This is a match from the 2018 Worlds. It is Tommy's teammate, actually, Espen versus Edwin Najmi.
I love that.
Yeah, this is quarterfinal from 2018 Worlds.
I have to try to move it to another screen because I can't see the fight. How do I move? I can't see the fight. I'm trying.
Can either of you guys see the fight right now?
Yeah, I can see
Okay, I can see it better. Okay, I'm zooming in. Wait. Okay, I zoomed. All right, we're good.
Okay, let's go. All right.
Myself, but I can see it. Yeah, we're good.
They're not out there yet.
Who's he gonna fight?
Edwin.
Najmi.
This is Najmi from the. So this was your guys' first year at black belt, right, Tommy?
Yeah, it was our first world as black belt, and we were so pumped for this one. We had a good camp. We went out early to California. Just like got really pumped up for it and felt really good for this tournament. And Espen wanted his revenge because he just fought Edwin at the Europeans, and like Espen was demolishing him, but like he didn't get the best of every situation. And now he came back with vengeance in this one, and he was off. We were really pumped for this.
Where did you guys train in California before this?
We trained at Carlson Gracie. I don't really know this.
The South Bay, I believe. You guys used to train.
Yeah, South Bay. Yeah, South Bay.
Right. All right, looks like they're getting ready to call him out. Here we go. Go time. This was a good tournament for you too, Tommy. You had defeated Argis at this one. Was that before or after this match?
I believe this is the quarterfinals, and right?
Yeah, it's quarterfinals.
I did it because this is lightweight. I did it right after, so that was good. Like we just killed great guys, and like we were pumped up because those were the duo right then. And like now we came and like we just went overseas and took the shit,
I love how Espen starts his fights. You see how he always starts his fight with it?
Yeah.
Like
yeah. He used to have like this ritual. He would go here and like, whoo. We used to have a lot of rituals like that. And like then we decided, Mikey, like, okay, it's time for a change.
Espen has a
Mikey,
great.
what?
Oh, what?
Go ahead. Espen's got a great what?
I love how Espen plays his open guard. He's always working the triangle here, and even he sets up matrix really well here. Um, he's playing a lot of shallow lasso. I play the same way there. It's very good playing like that because it keeps the person from getting over. But now he got the De La Hiva. Yeah, now he's standing here. Espen standing. Edwin standing very tall and hand fighting. This is a really good spot. I love this spot on bottom.
Yeah.
And now I like to grab the belt here a lot, but Edwin's hand fighting him well. But Espen has such good guard retention too, so it's very hard to get through his legs because his knees are always on his chest. You see, but yeah, he's just playing
Trying to
so
stretch
good.
Espen out is like it's completely impossible. Trying to like
His
get
knees are always
that
on his
stretch.
chest.
Yeah, always on his chest, and he has the fucking strongest legs you'll ever imagine. That comes from years of football and fucking skiing. It's like trying to pass him, it's like trying to, I don't know.
If you notice,
It's
if you guys
fucking
notice how he's
impossible.
playing, he keeps attacking like he's gonna go the upper body. So then Edwin gives his legs, and then once he gives his legs, he attacks the lower body for the back. So he keeps going back and forth, like going for the upper body. Then Edwin postures, he goes back to the legs.
Yeah, because that's the thing. Like we know, like Edwin, he always passes so tall because he likes to like do the high steps and do Toriandos. So Espen always likes to manipulate kicking the leg. He always kicks the leg with the De La Hiva and collar and sleeve and makes the guy post. And immediately when the guy reposes, that's when he goes for the Berimbolo, trying to set up either matrix. Like now he's doing it, putting up the matrix.
Waiter.
And now he goes there. Yeah. Yeah, now he's in the waiter.
So you said Espen wanted revenge on him from a Euros match here. Tommy.
Yeah, it froze up a little bit.
Okay, so you said Espen wanted revenge after Euros, huh, Tommy?
Yeah. He was all pumped up. Like he was really disappointed out of it after it. Like we both were, but like because we both know what we're capable of, and like so now like this was a great victory for him. And right after Espen was fighting Lucas Lepri, and he was doing very good. It's
He
just
fought amazing
the
that
thing was
match.
like he did, like you could see like how composed he was in his guard, and like he didn't let Lepri get anything.
What are you thinking
like,
right here, Mikey?
I feel like this match is interesting because Espen plays a lot on the upper body, and how Edwin's style is he just postures completely with his legs. So Espen's forced to just play on the legs, you know. So and he's attacking really well, Espen, on the legs, but Edwin just has a really good posture. So he's making it a little awkward to get under him, you know. But he's just slowly working to get around to the back.
You can see
Sometimes
how
it takes
how
a
the way
while.
Espen is regaining the guard, Lucy. You see Edwin is going for the Toriando. Every time he's doing like the same thing as me and Mikey. Getting the leg in front and not trying to get it just like just pushing and trying to recover like the shrimp. So he's always getting his legs over the hand and cutting in.
And knees always to his chest because remember we talked about that, Michael, like in baseball, the box to pass, like the small box.
The strike zone.
The strike zone, yeah. Every time he brings his knees to his chest, he makes that strike zone so small that there's no room to pass, you know. So if you notice, anytime Edwin is passing, his knees are always on his chest. There's no room for him to ever get through his guard.
How often do you pass Espen's guard, Tommy?
Oh, that I think.
Here I love the armbar when he posts like that. Oh, the armbar was like there. I love that armbar when the guy posts.
Yeah, I've seen you do that one. Like when
bro, you would be, you would actually be really good at it because you have short legs. Also, it's right there. It's hard for people with long legs, but us, it's really easy.
I should try. I've been trying it, but like I always forget because I get too into the motion of trying to get him off balance, and immediately when I try to.
It's good on long legs people.
Yeah, I always try. Oh, look at this now. Espen's getting pressured, but yeah, this is no problem. Espen's flexible and strong. So
he's so flexible.
Yeah, and you see, like he's keeping his heavy, like he's posing with his legs, and he's always trying to. He doesn't just prevent the pass. He's keeping his hip heavy, so like Edwin can't lift it up and drive into it. So like he's constantly working against the hip, and immediately when he let go, the hip went down and back to guard.
All his
again.
weight's on the neck. He put all his weight on his
Yeah.
neck, so then his hips are very heavy because there's no weight on his hips to lift. So then the guy feels like
Yeah.
he's lifting like 1,000 pounds because there's no weight where he's lifting. A lot of guys when they get stacked, they put all their weight on their legs, so it's easy to flip them because all their weight's there,
Yeah.
so they're lifting where their weight is. But Espen took all his weight off of that spot, so then there's no weight where the guy's trying to lift. You know, it's so interesting.
Oh man, trying to stack Espen is the fucking worst, man. It's
Well, he feels a million pounds.
You always get like he doesn't push like this. He puts his knuckles in your face, so you have to start passing with your.
Oh, beautiful,
face.
beautiful back take, beautiful back take.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So now he's in this good spot.
Yeah, Espen gets to showcase his passing in this one. Yeah, that's true.
So now Espen has the same side butt grip here.
Butt grip.
Yeah.
Get that powerful butt grip.
Part of the club, man.
The good thing with the near side butt grip that Espen has is he could come up with leg drags very well with that same side butt grip. The only problem is to take the back, the other side butt grip's a little better in this scenario, unless you change shoulders, like you invert to the other side. But he actually came up with the leg drag because he had the same side butt grip. Yeah. Do you feel like that also, Tommy? Like when you have a same side butt grip, it's easier to leg drag, but then when you switch to the other hip, it's easier to take the back, right?
You can lift up the hip, and it's easy for me even on the same side. You can re-bolo and start adjusting into the leg drag again. So you can switch your positions.
Ooh.
You can chain it a lot. Oh
Beautiful
yeah, he
pass.
just did we call it the Tyson pass. When he does like when he's standing like this, and he just fucking hooks the leg. And it's so much power.
That was beautiful.
You saw that fuck. He just Tyson the shit out of his leg.
Tyson. That's an awesome name.
Tyson pass. That's hilarious.
Yeah, it's a Tyson pass. The way he does
Now
it.
when I
like,
train, it's definitely the new name.
Yeah.
Josh, can we go back a little bit there before the guard pass and replay that real quick? I want to see this Tyson pass and then the setup. Back before, a little bit further back. Keep going. Right here's good.
Yeah.
Let's see this Tyson pass.
Oh yeah, Tyson.
So now he gets goes back to the leg to the open guard because Edwin's gonna regain. Yeah, here. Now he grabs like this, and now he's gonna stand up, and he's gonna when he does it, yeah, there he does it.
Oh, that's beautiful.
It's kind of like a leg drag, but like the way he does it, he punches up like this, so he lifts up his hip and the opponent's hip. So from here, it's hard for the guy to regain, and then he crosses and he gets the pass. But now it was a little bit more like tension into it, so it's like he just pushed it, switched the hip, and like stayed heavy.
But Michael, did you see how there was a box that Espen passed in? It was, if you notice, it's like a box, like he fit into the box, you know? Like we talked about the baseball thing. I keep seeing that everywhere when I like any pass, I see like the box that you're in, you know? It's so cool.
So if anyone didn't watch my old interview with Mikey, he talked about a strike zone, basically, where
if anyone played MLB before, in the game there's a strike zone with a box, and when you throw a strike or a ball, if it's in the box, it's a strike. So passing the guard is essentially the same thing. You have to fit in the box to pass somebody's guard. That's why when you bring your knees to your chest, there's no box to fit in, you know. So if you notice how Espen passed, he lifted the hips up and he made a box and he got into the box, and that's how he passed the guard.
Yeah, and that's like I always had like the combination of passing loose and immediately be able to close the distance and like be tight immediately into the box, and from there, yeah, you just advance from like slowly just go around until you get the position.
What happened was Espen Edwin brought his hips up, and every time you're passing, if the hips are down, you could go knee cut. But every time the person brings their hips up, you can't go in between their legs. So when you can't go in between their legs, outside passing now you can do because their hips are up. So you can do stack passing, you could pass north-south. And that's essentially how the Tyson pass happened because Edwin brought his hips up. And then he went Tyson. Boom!
Yeah.
I love the Tyson pass name.
I love that name. That's like the coolest name ever. I love Mike Tyson. That's the best name ever.
Pass as well. 2 seconds just to get more coffee.
Yeah, no problem. Mikey, what did you think about that match?
That was a beautiful match. Like I said before, I love watching Espen and Tommy. All three of us that day were doing a lot of berimbolo. That was Worlds 2018. All three of us every match were berimboloing, so it was a really fun day. That was actually after.
It was a good day for the bolo team.
Yeah, it's the bolo team. And then that's when Keenan made the joke that, well, he didn't make the joke. He said that berimbolo doesn't work. But all three of us berimboled like all those matches in Worlds 2018, so it made no sense.
Keenan doesn't know shit.
Tommy, we don't get to see Espen passing too much. He's more of a guard player. What's his passing like when you guys are training?
Espen is like, that's how the Keymaster guard came to the world, because Espen used to fuck me up with the knee slide. Espen has a crazy amount of pressure when he's passing, and both me and him are only doing passing when we're training. Mostly.
It's funny. I'm the same way in training. I always just play top. Same thing.
Yeah, I have like, to know how to break to break the guard, you need to know how to play the guard, and like
100%. I feel like what made my guard so much better was when I started playing top, because I started understanding on top the positioning for bottom. And I feel like that's so important. What Tommy just said, like you have to be understand top,
for sure, like,
play bottom. 100%.
That's how it is. Like in anything, like if you're gonna be a carpenter, you need to know what to do in carpentry to be able to do it fast. And the same with the engine. If you need to know how engine works, yeah, that's when you can repair it. You know.
Like if you're playing top and you like go for a knee cut, for example, if you know everything about the knee cut on top, then when you play guard, it's so easy to stop the knee cut because you know every spot the guy could go that's good on top. So it's really easy to shut off the knee cut. And that's just one example of like what Tommy's saying. It's so true.
All right, so I think let's move on to the next one. What are you saying?
Please don't put on an ultra heavy fight where the guys are just dancing. I can't do it. I'm kidding.
Where they take the collars and put their foreheads up to each other. No, the next match is.
But for some reason,
they don't
get penalties.
He's just gonna sit like fucking safe.
No, yeah. We got to watch one week. One week we'll watch you and Ali.
Oh,
all right.
That's something that kind of
There's no ultra.
There's
Go ahead.
You get a penalty for 20 seconds in double pull if you're in double pull for 20 seconds. But the guys that stand dancing and don't move at all, they don't get any penalties. They get like 2 minutes to dance, and then they get 1 penalty. You know, they get a lot more time to dance. But the double pull people only get 20 seconds.
Yeah.
Can we talk the double under position?
Guard players, you know.
The double under position with the butt grips, where they put the head in the stomach. People just sit there for minutes at a time in the double under position, just burying their head and without getting caught.
Well, that's
what happened to me when I fought in the finals at Worlds. Fucking Isaki just stayed in like double unders and like trying to fucking move him. It's like, yeah, there's no chance.
You couldn't take his back. Right. You don't feel like you could take his back with the belt there?
Oh, you could, but like
no, I'm saying I feel like you could take his. I feel like you could take the back 2 minutes left. Oh, it's only 2 minutes. Oh, it's only 2 minutes. Yeah.
All right, let's move on. Let's move on to our second match. Second match is a lightweight match. Another berimbolo guy. This is the 2019 lightweight final at Pans. It's Levi versus Canuto.
Oh, that's a great match.
This is one of your old training partners from Vegas, Mikey.
Yeah, I trained a lot with Canuto. He's so unorthodox, you know.
What's it like training with him?
It's so he's so explosive, and at all times you have to be very cautious of your positioning, you know. it helped my guard a lot training with him because it's so hard to make grips on him. So that exchange where you have no grips and like you have to make grips, it's so hard because he's always breaking grips and he could come in at any time, you know. So it's a very he's very unorthodox. He's very different to train with than anyone I've trained with.
Levi's got a great berimbolo. What do you guys think about his bolo? How does it differ from your guys? What do you guys think technically about his berimbolo?
I think Levi's
For me,
berimbolo
it's
is
like
really
he has a
good.
very basic bolo. Like he's doing a very textbook, but he has like his own variations to it. But like I feel like it's the same. Like getting the De La Hiva, because I just watched the Lucas Lepri fight and it was always the same entrance. Just a deep De La Hiva, kicking the leg, getting the hip down to the floor, and start rolling. It's always the same. It's the same. Like it's very strong setup, but like it doesn't take the opponent by surprise.
Look at these guys. They can't get the guard pull here. This is a very tense
Yeah,
moment, huh?
this is how you feel with Canuto. This is how you feel with
Yeah.
Canuto when you train with him. Like you feel like you're always backing up and you're just like he could at any time do something crazy. So it's very hard to pull on him, you know.
Yeah.
But Levi eventually got his grips.
Yeah. It looked like Canuto tried to jump
Yeah,
for
he
something
got
off the
Yeah, when I
And
fought
Aldo's
Canuto, I did a guard pull, and he fucking jumped the triangle on me. He tried at least, but like
It's scary. He's
he
scary.
hit my neck and like, yeah, he's
So it looks
crazy.
like Levi got
Can you
to where
take?
he wants to be right
Is it
there.
possible to take it on the full screen because I can't see the fight on this screen?
You could just
The
zoom
match?
in. That's what I did.
Oh, you can. Oh, okay. Never mind. I got it.
Okay.
Yeah,
cool,
it was
cool.
small, but if you zoom in, you can make it like bigger.
Yeah.
So here,
Yeah,
Canuto's butt's on the floor already. So Levi is trying to go more like a leg drag style, but Canuto's keeping his weight heavy on his legs, and he's holding both pan grips so Levi can't come up. Bruno Malfacine did this a lot with me when I fought him at Worlds. He grabs both pants, so you could come up, but he could just lift the legs and come back up. You know, so it's smart how Canuto's playing, and he's keeping his butt away from Levi here. So he's trying to make distance with his butt. Because to get berimbolo, you have to bring your head as close as you can to the person's butt. So if you make distance from the person with your butt, it makes it harder, you know. But
what do you guys think Levi should be doing here?
What he's doing is good. He's working the leg drag. You see, I think Levi has to start attacking a foot possibly because that's what makes the person let go of one grip. But what he's doing is fine. It's just sometimes hard when the guy keeps backing away with his butt, you see. But now Canuto's working a leg drag on Levi. So he's doing leg pummeling as well. You know, now Canuto's in a better spot. Oh, then he came up. He got rid of one grip. Nice. But now Canuto's in 50-50, so he can sweep back as well. You know, becomes like a neutral spot.
How do you like to get out of this position, Mikey? Like when
With the
person
lapel?
has the lapel? Yeah.
I have a really cool thing I've been working there, but there's so many different ways to get out. But I have to show you. I have a really cool thing I've been doing there. But honestly, but if everything doesn't work, the easiest thing to do is just to fall down and get to your side hip. Because when you get to your side hip, you're able to take your leg out. Shit, it's so hard to explain on here.
On the same side or on the opposite side?
You have to get to the opposite hip. So you fall. But then you know how you drop on your shoulder to take out your leg to go like a leg drag or whatever? You know, like when you're in 50-50 when you go on your shoulder. So you have to fall and then get to the opposite hip. So you let the person come up, and when he comes up, you're able to clear your leg, you know, to the opposite side.
Okay.
Shit. It's really hard to explain on here.
No, but I get the idea because like now your leg is free and now you're more since you're creating the angle you can get your knee cleared and start going over, getting your leg over.
Yes, exactly. But I do something really cool here where I'm able to like no, Levi's not doing it. Damn it. And then if I'm able to on top, if I could get the leg every time the leg's bent, I'm able to do this thing that I'm telling you. And then when they straighten the leg, that's when you can fall on your hip and take out your leg, if that makes sense. The thing that we're saying is every time their leg is straight, I could fall down, drop on my side hip, and my leg could come out, and I could bring the leg to the opposite side. So then they have to let go of the lapel to adjust your leg, but now you're in like the leg drag spot, you know?
Yeah.
And now they're here.
I was stuck in this position. I thought.
This is
And
actually
now they're back
Levi's
into
best
it.
bolo. This is actually Levi's best bolo. He has a really good baby bolo leg drag position from 50-50. It's really cool how he sets this up here. He did this to Tankino also. I was watching Levi here. He always gets that same side. He gets a grip on the sleeve. He puts the back hook, and then he gets a butt grip. And when he gets the butt grip, that's when he's always able to take the back here. I think this is his best
Okay.
attempt, honestly. This is something cool. You see how he
Okay.
grabs
Look
the
at
far
this.
hip? Now he gets a butt grip. Now he starts going to the crab ride here
Yeah.
and baby bola. And that's what now that
Fuck
was beautiful.
yeah.
So now he's
That's
here.
sick.
He does what I did when I fought Sadre,
I
where he puts both feet on the back of the knees and then the buckle the knees. But it's so hard to
Yeah.
keep control of Canuto. Oh my god.
Josh,
so
can we go
hard.
back a little bit? Josh, go back a little bit before that back take.
That's the
A
coolest
little bit.
position Levi does
Little bit
is how he
going,
takes the back from
going.
50-50.
Keep going. Right
Yeah,
here.
here. So look what he's gonna do. He
Yeah.
puts the back hook in, and then he starts controlling the back leg. So the person sits on their butt, and then that's when he gets the butt grip. So he has a grip on the knee. If you guys are gonna watch Levi, like that's I think this is his best back take. Like it's so cool how he sets this up. He puts the back hook in. He controls the back leg. Now he gets the back leg, and then he starts switching to a butt grip. So now once he's here, he takes out his knee and goes to a crab ride spot. And then he starts coming up to the back here. Because look how Canuto's right hand was controlling his knee. Every time he controls the knee like that, he's able to come up like a technical stand-up to take the back. And then he got to the back here. And Canuto is so impossible to control, so he kept moving and they got out of bounds. And that was such a beautiful
so
exchange.
fluent. He just got it.
So
He
beautiful.
got it so clear, like with his positions. Man, that's
Oh, we
one
got
guy
Es-
I want to fight. Is fucking Levi, man.
Espen just joined into the chat and he missed it. We just watched your match, Espen. You missed
What's up, Espen?
it.
Hey, Edwin.
You want to fight Levi, Tommy?
Oh, fuck yeah, that would be a good fight. I actually challenged him once, like I was looking for a fight, but I got a.
I don't remember what. I think I got another fight instead. Because I messaged him and asked if he wanted to fight, and he said yeah. That would be fucking cool.
I was typing. How did Canuto fight back?
He's so hard to control. He just keeps moving, you know.
Yeah, you just have to survive the blitz, you know.
Exactly.
Get
That's
grip.
the mindset with all these guys.
Yeah, they're fucking spazzing out. They're on fucking speed, man. I don't know what the fuck.
This is like the most awkward spot with Canuto because you don't have grips, so you feel like he's gonna do something insane, like a flying. Anything could happen when he's in these spots, you know.
Yeah.
It's funny because when I used to train with him, how I used to play guard was I'd put my leg like this and I'd put my hand under my leg, so then I would try to grab the collar like this, so then it would be hard to flying armbar me. And then if he went flying armbar, my leg was in there, so it would like save me a little bit.
Fuck, when I fought him, I remember I got really annoyed with him. I got him in close guard and I did like a cross choke on him. And he stood up and I had the cross choke on him and he was choking on it. And I was just walking. And after, like, I was thinking, like, oh fuck, Canuto is so good at doing flying shit. Why the fuck did I do that?
So here,
Fucking
Canuto's working
insane.
the cross grip pass, which Canuto's very good at. He's very strong here with the cross grip, but Levi is playing really smart because he's keeping his weight on his shoulders, and he's keeping a good frame. Now Levi's trying to work to get to the other sleeve, so then he could go collar sleeve, and that's what he gets. Yeah, now he got to the sleeve, the forearm. So now he's working from here. He's probably going to start setting up like omoplatas, and then Canuto gives his leg, and he goes to De La Riva. But I don't think Levi plays De La Riva on this side, so I think he's going to have to switch sides. We'll see.
I think Canuto's choosing like he has just the wrong style to fight Levi in these guard games because it's too loose. It's too loose.
He's an outside
creating.
passer.
Yeah, he's passing out. He's not gonna get like Levi is good at keeping his knees into his chest and keeping tight. So like he's not gonna be in trouble of getting past. So I think like Levi should no Canuto should be like changing his level, being more on his knees, passing, getting close, hiding his elbows, and not get like giving him his De La Hiva, because that's his known weapon, you know, his
Now he
guard and
got
getting his
Lucy.
feet in
Every
front of
time
you. So you need to get
every time Canuto's loose, he's so dangerous. This is where he has to be. But now he's staying 2 inside. Yeah. Now he's getting loose again. Now he's getting the cross grip.
yeah.
Levi's keeping his weight really heavy here, like kind of like stacked, the same style. His weight is on his
Yeah.
shoulder, and so his legs feel like 1,000 pounds. And now Levi's working the hand fight to get the lasso or collar sleeve on the forearm. Notice how he's fighting here. He's trying to get either the near sleeve or the far sleeve, depending on what Canuto gives him. But now Canuto is changing his grip. He's trying to do he's trying to do a Tyson style pass.
Oh,
But now he has a cross grip.
that was
Levi's
nice.
training. I think Levi's trying to fight to get to that far sleeve or the same size sleeve. We'll see. Oh, there's only 10 seconds left. So he's just chilling. No, he got to the same
Yeah,
size
he's
sleeve.
up by 4, so he's just waiting it out.
Yeah, he got to the same size sleeve. Now he has collar sleeve. Canuto pummeled his hand. So Levi's going to stay here. He's going to put pressure, and then he's going to get the sleeve back in probably.
Yeah.
Now he's here.
No, he needs to do. Like, he's trying to create all these angles, but like he needs to chain it more up. I feel, like, because he's just doing one motion, and not chaining it up. Now he's doing a good job trying to put the pressure on and
Is that
make him
Mike?
uncomfortable, but he should be doing that from the earlier stage in the fight. Here he goes for the deep lasso, just chaining him down.
Now he's in reverse De La Hiva.
Yeah, and now you see just diving for some shit. But that's how like he gets close to something. Ah, fuck.
Yes.
Man,
All right, what do you guys think about that
this
match?
was a good year for Levi. It was a great. He
Yeah,
just
he
beat
beat Lepre at Euros.
Lepre and now fucking
Oh, no.
Canuto.
It was a good match. Really great display of technique. Canuto, I feel like didn't get like his outside passing game going. I feel like he could. I know his passing is so amazing. Canuto, he could get his game going more. It would be more like I feel like he could have got more things going. And Levi played really smart with how he got control of Canuto. You know. But I think the coolest thing from the match was the back take from 50-50. If you're a fan of Levi or like you watch his matches, like that's his best position, 50-50 to crab ride baby bull. Like that's my favorite thing I like watching from Levi.
Yeah, I'm
What do
gonna
you guys
start.
think?
I'm gonna try it on train like when we're allowed to train again.
How he sets it up is so cool. He did that with Tankino also. He did it with damn, I don't know the guy's name, but he's from GF team. He lost the match, but he got to the back really nice with this back take too.
So I gotta check it out.
He's a middleweight.
Because that's the main problem I had, like getting that 50-50, especially with that lapel. When I fought Tinoco, he put me in that position because I tried
He
to
just
do
tried
like
to hold.
strider going under, and he puts me into the 50-50, and like he got the lapel. Yeah, it like slowed me down so much, and like a person that's so strong in the position, I couldn't do anything. And like he was constantly, every time I turned, I felt like he was gonna attack my leg, like he was attacking my knee.
But his knee was bent when he fed the lapel. The inside leg, was it bent or was his leg straightened? It was bent, right? Because he was holding. He wasn't trying to sweep you, right? Yeah.
No.
I have to show you something there because there's something I do that you're able to take out your knee every time, especially you because you have short legs like me. It's really easy for us to take out our knee in 50-50. You know.
Yeah.
I feel like
I always try to open up the knee.
Yeah. But I feel like for the thing is for us it's a little different 50-50 than people with long legs. People with long legs, it's really easy for them to stay on top in 50-50, but it's harder for them to take out their knee.
Yeah.
But for us, it's really, really easy for us to take out our knee, but it's harder for us to stay based because our leg is short, so it comes off the floor easier, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So what we can do is we can take out our knee so easy that that it really bothers people when we play top 50-50.
Well, like when I fought, like when you're fighting somebody that has short legs himself, like so say if I'm fighting Isaac, because sometimes I get stuck into the 50-50 with Isaac, and he has short legs as well, and like he's so strong, like always trying to get up, and he's
That's
always
when you can take
twisting
his
his
back,
hip
right?
the other way. Hmm?
I feel like the guys that have short legs, it's easier because, like someone like Izaki, for example, I feel like if you get on top on him, he's going to have a really hard time sweeping you back in 50-50 because he has short legs. He's explosive, but he has short legs. So he's not going to be able to stay on top with you. You're going to be able to sweep him. And then when he starts exploding and going to the other hip, you can take your knee out and start going for his back.
Okay, okay.
I think that that's a really
Hey.
good style for you with him.
Yeah, because that's like he's the final piece of the puzzle. To be honest, like the other guys I don't have the problem with, but like Isaac is like he's so stubborn. Like he has like this anti jiu-jitsu style. Like he just if he wants
It's,
to lock down, he can lock down, and that kind of pisses me off.
I know that it's so hard to fight someone that's hard to move. He's hard to move, right? Like he's like a ball. Like it's hard to move him, right?
Yeah, and like everything he does, since he's so short, everything he does turns into explosive motion.
Yeah, that's how I feel. Malfacini also. They're so small and like explosive that they can just blitz at any moment, you know. And it's hard to move
Yeah,
them. But I think Izaki goes on his knees more. Malfacini sits down more. He plays a lot of double pants, so it's hard to It's it's easy to sweep him, but he just has both pancreas, so he just explodes back up, you know.
yeah, that's the thing. Like he's such good at like getting that sit up guard,
There's
getting
single like
the control of the single leg going up and like it.
exploding back.
So
Yeah.
when I was on top on him from the reverse Telahiva, I tried to kick out, and immediately when I kicked out, he bumped me and put me into 50-50 and locked it with the lapel. It was so bad,
I
and I
honestly
got
think if
stuck
you
from
just
there.
pull
And I
first on
tried to
Izaki,
like,
if you just pull
huh?
first on him and if you just play bottom first, I think that you'll have if you just control him first. I feel like you just have to play a little more strategy because he plays very strategic with you, you know.
Yeah,
But you like to just go for the
yeah,
kill. You just like to go for the kill.
yeah.
You don't ever play with the strategy. But I feel like if you play a
I
little
had
strategy with him, he'll have to open up, and when he opens up with you, then you can start attacking. You know.
Yeah, because that's the thing.
That's
I
why I
have the
feel.
worst pulls in the whole history of jiu-jitsu. I always get scored 2 points against. Every fucking fight I did at Worlds 2018, I got 2 points against me. European, all the fights I get scored against, I
I
just
always pull
in the
bad too.
beginning, like I'm so focused on like I don't know, like I just lag
Oh
a
my
little bit.
god. Bro, that's what happened to me
All
when I
right.
fought Malphus. I got 2 points, and then I went for the back, so he went out of bounds. So I was up 2-0 by 2 points. We start standing, so all I have to do is pull, and then I won the fight because I'm up by 2 points. And then it would be a checkmate, you know, because then I'm in my guard up by
Yeah.
two. Of course, then I do the most retarded pull ever, and I get taken down, and then the score's tied again. But I just did all this work to
I
get up,
remember.
so I'm up 2-0 standing, pull guard, fight's over. And then I get taken down. Oh my god. I have
Fuck, I
the
All
remember.
it's
right.
just like
But you turned it pretty fast though.
yeah, I
You
swept
got
him right away.
those points.
But something that's funny with me is I in my division what's interesting about the light feather and roosterweight, the guys don't fight at all. They're all counter fighters. They all don't attack.
Yeah.
So what it makes it happen is it makes the fight very boring because both guys are counter fighters. They both don't do anything. But then what happens
Yeah.
is when one of the guy starts fighting, then other guy could counter and open up. So it's very hard when two guys are both counter. It's like striking. If you're fighting a counter
Yeah.
striker and two counter strikers fight, what happens? The fight nothing happens because both people don't do anything. But then when you fight a guy that's countering, but then you start beating him with getting up on the score, the counter guy has to start fighting because he's losing. So then when he starts opening up the fight, then you're able to fight the guy. But it's very hard to
Yeah.
fight people that don't want to fight. You know what I mean? That's what's hard.
Yeah.
Like the people. So then that's why I say strategy is important sometimes because once you get ahead of the counter guy that's not fighting and they start opening up with you, then you can use your jiu-jitsu. You every
Ah.
time will be able
Because
to attack.
that's been my biggest problem so far. Like getting
The
but that's the
anti-jiu-jitsu.
process. I didn't. I didn't learn the points until I was like a brown belt. That's finally got like the hang of like advantages and points and all that. So like now it's starting to get like more and more into it, and like getting the hold of the strategic part of it. It's still a thing I have to work a lot on and like try to master, because it's so important to like just by the
It's so
pull. Like
important.
if you fuck up the pull, you're already behind, and then you have to like the fight or flight mode. Like I have to go, I have to go, and always back up. And that's what happened with Espen in his fight against Ribamar as well. Like you see in the beginning, Ribamar pulls, and then Espen lags a little bit, and then Espen pulls after, and Ribamar comes up by 2. And then and from there it just went like he was always, because Espen never on the back end of the points. He always in control.
Yeah.
But this one time he was actually in the back end and against a heavier opponent. And then he was just like trying to attack,
It's very hard then.
attack, and that makes you open, you know.
Exactly,
Because
because he
you
was
have
attacking. Exactly. Exactly.
Hey guys, let's get on to the next match before we run out of time.
Yeah. Sorry,
Yeah.
Michael.
All right,
We could talk for hours like this.
next one is this is a match everybody loves. It's from the 2019 Worlds. Nicholas versus Keenan in the Absolute.
Oh, this is a great fight.
Oh yeah, that was a good fight.
I remember when this fight was happening, I was literally dying, cutting the rooster. I wasn't at the tournament yet. I wasn't at the tournament yet, and I was just dying. Like the most death ever was during this match. So during this match, I was dying.
I remember I was standing in the on the podium. No, not the podium, but in the where the spectators are. I was standing there and watching, and that shit was crazy. The blitz that Marigali gets on, man, it's insane the way he passes, and he's using his length, and like he's always. But that's the thing, like it's a double-edged sword, you know. Like when you're passing this style, you have to have a gas tank that like allows you to do it for a certain amount of time as well, because that's the Keenan is like a sloth, you know. Like he fights so slow. He does because he has like a good guard, and he has good control and experience, and he knows what he's doing. You see, he's getting tight, but his defense is so good. Like he just have to focus on surviving and surviving the blitz, like we say. And like
I think that this
after
fight,
the blitz, like that's when he can start doing his worm guard, getting all those positionings, which he
I
ends
think
up
that this
doing.
fight, yeah, I think that this fight shows like how important strategy is to some extent, because Merengali just fought Keenan, attacking every second, but he didn't because he didn't play any strategy. That's why he lost this match, because he was attacking every second, getting the really good spots. You see, like Merengali's almost on the back, but look how he comes up here. If Merengali would have stayed down in guard, Keenan would have been on top, and he would have been on bottom Merengali. Then he could have swept Keenan up 2-0 and then attacked again. But because he didn't play any strategy, Keenan was able to get ahead on the score, even though Merengali was like positionally attacking the whole time. This is the perfect definition of how strategy is somewhat important in every match, even matches like that you're attacking every second.
I talked with Nicholas.
You can see it so clearly in this one as well. What?
I talked with Nicholas a little bit after this match, and he admitted the same thing. He's like, "Yeah, if I would have fought for strategy, I would have won, but I wanted to tap him."
Yeah, exactly. That's
I think it has to be a balance,
Marigali, you know, because he has this style of like he wants to submit you, but like I believe like you still need your positionings to get your submissions, because he's not going to submit the guy from not like having like a half back. Then you're just creating like a false illusion. You need your position to create the submission. That's the whole point. That's the point of positioning, because you want to get to a dominant position, and that's when you can execute it. If you're going to do flying shit, then you can fight like this. But if you actually want the submission like good, then you have to get your positions first, and then you can advance slowly into getting the
what's stopping him right there?
Submission from there.
The lapel
he dropped
right
to like he's got a lapel, huh?
Yeah, Keenan has a lapel, which is stopping Merengali from getting around his leg. But
he dropped to like a nice leg drag.
But exactly what Tommy was saying, like that's why there's points in jiu-jitsu, because the positioning, when you get to a good position, that's why they give you points, because that's where you can get a submission, right? But you have to control to get to the position, you know. if you're just so loose and scrambling all around, you're not ever controlling the person to get to a submission. Right here,
Exactly.
Marangali's playing really
Like you
well with the
need to be getting
lapel.
the positions.
Right here, Marangali has the lapel around Keenan's hip, so he's able to stay in this leg drag spot, and that's what's keeping him on this side. But Keenan has the lapel fed on him also, and that's what really sucks when you're going leg drag when the person feeds the lapel like that. I hate that. Does anyone you train with do that also,
Fucking hate
Tommy? Like
lapel, man.
leg drag, and they put the foot in the lapel. I freaking hate that.
I really hate. I try always to like step around with my leg when I do it and just drop my hip fast when people do it. Like so,
I just try
they
to
go into like a
drive
double lunge.
through.
It's like fuck your lapel.
Yeah, exactly. I don't play lapel either because when I was a brown belt, I used to play some lapel. And my friend AJ Souza that I trained with, you trained with AJ a lot, Tommy. He used to say,
Yeah,
he's every time I'd play lapel, he'd be like, bro, that shit's gay. So then he would say that to me every day when I'd play lapel. So then I did this for a year, and every day he like called me gay, like that shit's gay, playing lapel. So then every time I was training, when I looked at the lapel, I would shake my head like, no, I don't want to do that. So then he made me like traumatized playing lapel. So then I never played lapel because of AJ, because AJ every day would talk crap that I played lapel.
Fuck AJ. Oh, I don't play lapel either, man. Like fuck that. I try, but of course, like I don't neglect it, but like I have, like we talked about, you need to know how it functions to be able to break it.
Yes, for
So
sure.
like you
So
have to
we
raise it a little bit.
So look how Keenan's up by 2 points now. So Keenan got up by 2, but Marangali's completely ignoring that he's down by 2, and he's just going for triangles, going for submissions. You know, he's really not paying attention to the score. Now, if he would have started working to like sweep Keenan, going for positions, like then he could play like instead. Like he needed to play some strategy to some extent. You know, I feel like that was his problem in this match. You could go for the finish, but you have to have a balance of strategy and attacking. And I feel like that's so important in the highest level.
I think what's going in his head right now is like because he's up by so many advantages. Like I think he's confident in his guard to be able to sweep Keenan and get to the position, so he's gonna win that way. So I think he's like he has that in his back head, but like the reality is not gonna be that easy to sweep. You know, he's a high level competitor. So still,
and Keenan's
like,
staying on his knees.
I don't know.
Keenan's got that cross grip passing going that he likes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now Marangali's working more single like X. But you see how Keenan's staying on his knees and underhooking the leg? Makes it very hard to sweep when the person plays how Keenan's playing. He's staying on his knees and keeps underhooking the legs. So it's making Marangali have to keep pummeling his legs. And it's killing time. So Keenan's playing very smart here. He's up by 2 points. And he just keeps underhooking the legs. Cross grip, making the person have to keep replacing. You know. So Keenan's playing very good strategy. And Marangali is just thinking, I have to attack. I have to attack. You know, that's what I feel like was the biggest problem in this match for Marangali. You know.
And you can see like what damage he took from the blitz. You know, he's laying on the floor, like gasping a little bit for air. So it takes a lot of energy to fight like that, having that kind of style. And like, it's a good style. For sure, it's the most entertaining style to watch because it's not slowing down. But still, I think like it would be better like if he actually tried to get the positionings.
I agree.
What is this?
Yeah,
Man?
I feel like Marangali is really gassed from the beginning. Marangali is definitely gassed from the beginning.
For sure, he was all pumped.
That was
up
a crazy blitz.
How long is this break?
Oh, I remember this. Yeah. I was right here actually. You know what happened? So there was a power issue at the scoreboard table. They lost the scoreboard. They're fixing the scoreboard right now. Yeah.
Ah, perfect for Megali.
You know what this vibe gives me like in this match? The vibe of this match right now is like when you roll with someone that you know has like that gets pissed off when you train with them and you submit them.
Yeah.
And then you guys get back up and you're tying belts and you're about to go again with the same person, like there's still time left in the round. So Marangali's like pissed right now, and he's about to like go really hard on Keenan. That's what I feel like right now.
It just unleashed the fucking.
Yeah,
unleashed
gonna get now.
everything
He has
on
to get you back. Now he has to get you back. So now you're like, shit. This is gonna be really bad. This next blitz.
Yeah, for sure.
I call the conspiracy against this point thing. Like probably his trainer went to take out the fucking cable for the screen, so that Mergali got to recharge and get like the batteries going.
Yeah, right. Now the
What do
coolest
you say,
coach to listen to is Mario Hayes.
Mario Hayes?
That's the most intense coach ever. I love his style of
Yeah.
coaching. It's so cool.
Yeah, let's talk Mario Hayes a little bit while we're on the break. Mario Hayes is hilarious.
So cool. So funny.
I
I think he was saying during the fight, stick to his back like an ant. I think he said that when Marigali took Keenan's back. Stick to his back like an ant. Who says stuff like that? It's so cool. I love his intensity. We're very intense people. I love the intensity.
It's
All
good.
right. Yeah, the energy Mario brings is nuts.
I still feel like right now, Marangali's walking. He's like so angry, and Keenan is like, shit. This next blitz is gonna be crazy.
My screen froze.
Yeah, you're coming back now.
Sometimes in training, when I knew I was gonna train with someone that would like kill me after I submitted them, I would keep the back. I would look at the time, and I would wait until there's 10 seconds left in the round. I would submit the person. I would get up, and I would go to shake their hand. They get up ready to kill me, like because the round's still on. But then the time runs out, and I say good training, and I walk away really fast.
No, I do the same thing. I did the same thing recently.
And then
Mike-
they would say, "Hey, you want to go again?" I'll be like, "Oh no, man, I'm tired," or "Oh, I have someone else every round because I know they're gonna try to kill me."
No, yeah, Mike, I did the exact same thing recently.
I've had those situations with Espen a few times.
Oh my god!
Like when he gives me this look. We call it the lasso look. Like when he just
The
sits
lasso.
and lasso, just fucking like this. And I just like he rolls out of bounds. Say if he took my back and I got out, and like he rolls out of bounds and like, oh no, time went out, so I don't want to go.
So good.
I just want to.
All right, here
All
we
right, the
go.
magic's
That's
back
the
on.
thing, Espen, and yeah, Madrid.
It's so funny.
Keenan's probably
Yeah,
lucky
now-
that Marigali's not on top right now, right? If Marigali was on top, he'd
Marangali
go
has in his
wild.
mind he has to kill. Marangali has in his mind he has to kill, and Keenan's like, "Oh shit, here we go."
Yeah, Jakin's just staying composed, underhooking the leg, just like not making him able to attack as much as he can.
He's ready for the blitz. Yeah, exactly.
Anytime
He's
now,
underhooking the
thinking.
leg. How Keenan's playing makes it very hard because Marangali's game is all upper body attacks, but Keenan's stopping the triangles. Well, now he didn't, but he was before stopping the triangles. So if he can't get to the legs, he can't sweep Keenan, and if he can't get to a submission, he can't sweep him either. But now Marangali got to his triangle. Yeah. Notice how Keenan's
This
hand
is
is
the
above
best.
Marangali's. Every
This is
time
the
the
best
hand gets
defense
above the
there is. Like when people are backing out from the triangle, so fucking annoying.
My legs are too short for triangles with the bigger guys. I can't lock my legs at all. But I like how you switch to the arm a lot. Like that's really cool. How you switch to the arm when you go triangle.
I have to because like Keenan just did. He's trying to back out, like always backing, and that leaves the hand. Then you just have to attack. You try to break it fast. If you don't tap, like at least you have one limb left.
And notice how every time Marangali's when he's here, his whole goal is to get Keenan's hand above his ribs. Because every time he gets Keenan's hand above his ribs, he can shoot triangles. But Keenan's keeping his hand below Keenan's ribs. So what is stopping Marangali from doing is attacking the triangles. And he can't really attack omoplatas because Keenan keeps holding the belt, like the hip, the belt. And Keenan keeps underhooking. So for Marangali to sweep Keenan, he needs to get to his legs. And if he can't attack the upper body with triangles and omoplatas, what does that mean Keenan could do? Keenan could stall really well. And Keenan could keep getting cross grips on his wrist to keep making him pummel. So Keenan fought very smart here on top, how he kept shutting off Marangali's triangle and omoplata. And it made Marangali not able to get to the legs either. And if he can't get to the legs, he can't sweep. So that's why Keenan was able to be very smart here and double unders, cross grip, make Marangali have to keep pummeling his legs. I feel like it was a great approach how Keenan played here.
Yeah,
it
he's doing
stopped
a good
Marangali's
game, but
attacks.
like, fuck, it's boring.
No. I'm saying like from a strategic perspective, how he's playing is very smart.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a good strategic
No, I'm not.
yeah.
How many advantages does Nicholas have now?
He has 10.
Like 5.
He has 10. 5 right now. I
Fucking
thought
5.
he had 10.
I thought he had more.
Yeah,
But he had 5.
I thought he had
that's
more
a
also. I thought he
frustrating
had,
position.
Yeah, so Marangali's still just working to attack. Keenan's playing smart. He keeps stepping over the legs, keeps making it that now Marangali's working for the back. This is really good where Marangali is. I like this position too. But the problem is he has to take out his bottom leg. He has to get out his leg. But Keenan's keeping that leg in. Now he's keeps pummeling the legs out.
Yeah, he's trying to jump just in between his legs, just to like be able to control the hip much more.
And the spot Keenan's in, he's able to not get stalling calls because Marangali's working to attack, and Keenan keeps lifting the hips. He keeps driving forward. So Keenan's playing so smart right now. Oh, but now he got a loop choke. Ooh. But look how Marangali just stood up here. Now that he's... Okay, he pulled again. Okay, that was good. Because if he would have stood up, he's down by 2. Keenan pulls, then he's up by 2 on bottom. But now he got another loop choke.
Again. That's the thing. You
So
never
now,
dive with your head.
Marangali's mixing his attacks on the upper body. His other attacks on the upper body weren't working, so now he started adding in loop chokes. And it seems like he found like a little hole in Keenan's top that he could play more loop chokes on Keenan. That's like he could try to use that to sweep or submit. Because his other attacks
loop chokes are great
for the style.
Loop chokes are great from the collar and sleeve. I use it a lot when people are bull passing, trying to get their head deep and like diving. Then look nice.
So look at this.
Yeah, when they're diving,
he's going to sweep here. But the problem is this: he's gonna go out of bounds, I think, if I remember. And now they're standing, both of them. Yeah. So Marangali was down by 2 points. He stood up. So now what happened was he put himself in a neutral spot. So Keenan double pulled with Marangali now. So now Keenan checkmated Marangali because Marangali has to come up now because he's down by 2, and now he's on top with Keenan. So now he has to get 3 points or he loses. You see?
Yeah.
So it was very strategic error that Marangali did by standing up. Because now he's on top and he only got an advantage for coming up from double pull. So now Keenan's on bottom up by 2. So I always say that this is like a checkmate when you're on bottom up by 2. So now Marangali has to pass or he loses. Or he can get a toe hold and roll out of bounds. But it's very hard with 10 seconds left, you know?
Yeah. You need to just jerk that foot as much as you can. Twerk it.
But even in this scenario, you're not going to roll out of bounds with 10 seconds left. You're just going to let your foot pop, right? So I feel like it's not really it's a crappy spot.
Getting the toe hold on anybody is that's so hard getting the toe hold on anybody, man. Because people have these flexible legs and they're willing to break.
Yeah, there's they feel like rubber.
Speaking for myself as well, I don't believe in footlocks, but like, yeah.
I feel like a lot of people, like a lot of the guys, their feet break and stuff, but some of the guys, they just let their feet break and they don't care, you know? Like their feet pop or whatever. Because it's the foot, you could keep fighting. It's not really such a big deal if you have a broken foot. You could keep fighting. You know, it's not like an arm or like something like a big joint that's like so relevant to like the fight. I mean, it's relevant, but like you could still fight. You know what I mean with a broken foot.
Yeah,
I know I have.
I broke my foot this year's Worlds, my first fight. I fought a guy from Athos. I played guard and I was just going to take it easy because it's my first fight, just warm up. And I take my leg in front of him, like recovering, and immediately he slaps on the Estima lock and he sits into it and I can hear the whole leg just
blah, 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 blah. It just goes and goes and goes. And I got out of it, and I managed to take him. But after, like, it was an hour to my next fight, and my whole foot was just like, I didn't have a like ankle anymore. It was just massive. The whole thing was blue. I was turning blue up here. The whole thing. I just had to tape it immediately, and then I had fucking Liera the next fight.
Oh my god, that's hard. Because
Oh,
I was talking more about straight ankle locks. Like a steamer, that thing breaks everything in your foot.
Man, he sat on that thing like he broke the whole thing. My whole foot was blue from here to here.
Oh my
With just
god.
blood coming all the way.
All right,
Fuck.
guys. Hey, we're running out of time. We've been here over an hour. Thanks so much for calling in, guys. You guys have a good time or what?
No, that was
Yeah,
fun.
great. I like it.
I look forward to next week.
Yeah, next week, same time, guys. All right, Josh, if you want to go ahead and close it down. Thanks for watching, everybody. Next week, hey, maybe I'll let you guys pick a match each next week for us to watch.
That would be fun.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, cool. Talk to you guys later.
Really good matchup. I enjoyed watching.